Chaos at an H-E-B. People seen fighting over food in the dumpster at the store on Slaughter and I-35 yesterday. Witnesses say employees were seen throwing out meat and other perishables after a power outage at the store. Someone posted on social media claiming there was free food at the store. Travis County Precinct 4 Constable George Morales says more than 250 people showed up at the H-E-B and fought over the thrown out groceries. Deputies and Austin Police showed up to mitigate the traffic. Due to the post, groceries taken from the dumpsters were posted to various Free in Austin pages on Facebook. Morales says if you or anyone you know picked up these groceries, throw them out. They're not safe to eat.
All right, shalom, shalom. First off, I'm going to give all praises, glory, honor, and power that's due to Yahweh. Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rachakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, those who rule well and who I learned this truth from. And salutations to you brothers stiffly pushing this one truth, risking your lives and freedoms to do so. And I'd like to say shalom to the rest of the 1/3 remnant, men, women, and children, all right, of the nation of Yasharallah, as we await this second Exodus coming quickly by the hands of the Lord Yahweh Shah. All right, man, and you see this video I just played for you. This video went out 2 days ago, all right, and it's over there in Austin, Texas, okay? And I had actually seen an article dealing with this, all right, how you had fights breaking out over people fighting for this expired food, all right? Because at the end of the day, Austin, Texas, Salakia, was dealing with power outages because of the weather. And because of that, this particular grocery store, they had to throw out a lot of food, man, because the food, when the power went out, the food goes bad. All right, which, that brings to mind another point, which is, when these lights go out, man, hey, them, all that food that people got, stored up in the refrigerators and their freezers, man, and that shit gonna go bad, and it's not gonna take long at all. All right, I believe it was a while back. I remember a brother posted, it was like a short film, but it pretty much went into blackouts, okay, and how people were, it was like a social experiment on how people would react in the case of blackouts. And essentially what had happened was, I believe it was like 24 hours after the blackout, all of the food within those refrigerators, your frozen foods, all of those things went bad, okay? And, what people was doing was they was pretty much, partying and having a good time because they thought that it was going to end. But, the blackouts ended up lasting longer than they expected, okay? And I believe in that video, they went into how after a week, just one short week, all right, all hell had broken loose in the streets, okay? All hell, man. And, not to digress, but the point of the matter is that, hey, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning, man, because you have to understand that in these times of global food shortages and famines, okay, you about to see people lose their fucking minds, okay? So you had it to where over there in Austin, Texas, more than 250 people was fighting over expired food, man. All right, that was pretty much like, this food is bad, don't even eat it, okay? But people in such a state of desperacy, man, hey, they needed that food, okay? So you have fights breaking out, all right? And I was looking at this video, when you read through the all these different things that was occurring because of the power outages. You had schools closing, right? You had an officer wounded in this incident, okay? Or that may have been a different instance, Salakia. But nonetheless, man, hey, Texas over there dealing with all these power outages because of the weather, all right? And all of these things are showing you that people, all right, they're losing it, man. Okay, people losing it, all right? And another quick point is the fact that all of those EBT, those SNAP benefits that they was, those extra benefits that was giving people because of the pandemic, all of those things have come to an end, okay? Either at the end of this month, going into March, man, those extra benefits that people was getting for EBT, hey, that shit's coming to an end, man. And I just got this quickly pull this up, all right? Because there's a nationwide cut to all those extra benefits. Okay, this article at the top says SNAP cuts begin in March for emergency allotment recipients. Okay, it says extra SNAP benefits will end nationwide in February. Okay, so they taking away that extra aid, man. See, in doing this, it's gonna cause more incidents like what just happened. I believe it was 2 days ago in Austin, Texas. Right, it's gonna cause more things like this to happen, man. Okay, because now people can still go out to these grocery stores and get food because that famine ain't fully set in yet. But what's gonna happen whenever these grocery stores, okay, according to scriptures, when they run completely dry, man? Okay, what happens when these things run completely dry? All right, you gotta, pretty much simulate and picturing in your minds of how these people are gonna act, man. Okay, these people are gonna be belligerent animals. All right, and at the end of the day, it's gonna get worse than that. Okay, because when you read in the scriptures, man, there were times in ancient Israel, in ancient times where when we were being sieged, the enemies was camping around us, cutting off the food supply, right? Hey man, you had it to where men and women was eating their children, cannibalism, right? Because that's gonna come back, man, right? Cannibalism. Okay, I got the precept pulled up where, they was selling donkeys' heads, right, for a hefty price. They was selling dove shit for a hefty price, man. So it's like, how bad do it got to be for you to eat shit? Because you got these people fighting over dumpster food that's expired. But what about when that's not even a thing, man? And you sitting there trying to figure out what the hell you gonna eat, and you spending you sitting there trading off your children and bartering your last goods just so you can buy some damn dog shit, man. Okay, because hey, that's what's coming. At the end of the day, man, that's what's coming. So let's grab let's grab this precept here. All right, because this was an example back during the times of ancient Israel. Okay, and scriptures tell you that these times, man, that we in, they're gonna be like nothing we've ever seen before. So if it was that bad back then, okay, the Israelites was besieged by the enemies. How bad is it gonna be now, man? Because we know scriptures talk about cutting off the sower and him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest, right? Going and cutting off these farmers, okay, and in a macro sense, cutting off China, man. We get a lot of imports from China, but because of this World War III, right? We know about the balloon incident. Because of the tensions between all these nations, man, they're gonna stop doing, dealings with each other. And they've already began to cut back. That's what you hear about with OPEC cutting back on all that oil, man. And what's that's gonna do? That's gonna hurt America. Okay, it's already hurting this place, man. Okay, and yeah, like I said, you got these farmers, okay, that we know, this government over here, hey, they've been hurting these farmers, man. Causing them not to grow these crops, and all these various things. Okay, destroying these different factories, right? So at the end of the day, man, look, the Most High is cutting off the food supply, and in doing that, it's going to bring about times that we've never seen before, man. All right, so let's give you an example of that back during ancient Israel. Now, all right, now this is 2 Kings 6 in verse 25. It says, as a result of the siege, the food shortage. Okay, and this is the Good News Bible, Salakia. Okay, it says, as a result of the siege, the food shortage in the city was so severe that a donkey's head cost 80 pieces of silver. It says, and 200 grams of dove's dung cost 5 pieces of silver. Okay, you see that, man? A donkey's head in dove shit costs that much money, man. And I'm gonna look this up. What is that in today's times? How much is 5 pieces of silver worth, right? Give me one moment. Because if you don't think people about to go to these drastic measures in these times, man, you got another thing coming. Okay, all right, so a piece of silver per gram or per ounce, all right, a piece of silver per ounce is worth about $22. Okay, All right. So, I don't know the exact translation of what that would be in, in these times. But guess what, man? It was worth a lot of money. Okay. At the end of the day, it was worth a lot of money. And so if people was spending, their last dollar on eating dung, or donkey's head, that just shows you how bad it was, man. Okay. And scriptures also tell you how cannibalism was taking place. Okay. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 53. Okay, we're gonna get to the point. All right. It says, and thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body. It says, the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which Yahweh thy power hath given thee in the siege and in the straitness wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee. All right. So our people was back in during the time of those various sieges, man, committing cannibalism. Okay. And at the end of the day, man, cannibalism is coming back. Right. So when you look at the fact that they're cutting food stamps, they're cutting these benefits, right? They're increasing the price of eggs and all these staple foods. Okay. They're telling you that, look, things are getting worse and worse. Right. What is this going to do, man? It's going to cause these times that we read about to fully manifest on the earth, man. And this is why scriptures tell you that many of them that dwell on the earth are going to perish of famine, right? Many people are going to perish of famine, man. Okay, you think it's bad now, all right? All hell ain't even broke loose yet. Again, imagine when the stores closed preceding the second Ezra's 6 and 22. Okay, when the store shelves run completely dry, right? Imagine when we dealing with, the water shortages. Okay, because we know we dealing with all these different droughts. See, so when all these things come together, man, hey, this is why these times are going to be like nothing you've ever witnessed before. Okay, and this is why the level of crime, homicides, suicide rates. See, all these things are skyrocketing, man. Okay, because we coming into the ugliest times in human history. And at the end of the day, man, look. There is no escape, unless you come back to serve Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, right? You gonna end up being one of these people, man, trying to dumpster dive and having to fight for your life, and that's why, Lord willing, man, the elect, okay, are gonna make it, man. All right, the elect are gonna be taken care of during these times of famine, man. Okay, and that's thus saith the scripture. Okay, but that's pretty much the point. I wanted to touch on that because, man, look, you got people sitting there fighting over expired food, so. What about whenever that's not even a thing anymore? Okay. We know people, especially these Edomites, man, they go to the extreme. They eat raw meat. They eat a lot of abominations anyways. But whenever they ain't able to get their hands on them things, man, people going to resort to animalistic measures, man. And at the end of the day, them are the times we coming in too hot. Okay. Them are the times we coming in too hot, man. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and close out. We give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Rakakadash. I want to say death to America, Wa Baba Ball. Shalom.